quick office decoration update, I suppose I should call this, because the main feature wall has a colour. As we can see, I went with the dark turquoise to offset this. Also, the blind is up, so if I actually pull the toggle, it gets, you know, darker in here. And that really kind of shows off the colour I want to go for. The contrast above the door is pretty obvious. You can see the dark on this side to the light on that side. And if we carry on round for the light, obviously this is the current work desk. So this side, the desk is hung on some pine. The single IKEA Adil's leg. It's a Linmon top, or a recycled Linmon top. And on this side, I'm going to have the Alex drawers will be in this gap here. So the gap between the rails, if I actually get my angle lined up. And there will be a worktop all the way along, all the way up into the awkward shaped bulkhead area. I still need to do the gloss, of course. I've just been up there touching up and up there touching up, because despite doing it previously, I've used this stuff, okay? I don't reckon to it. It doesn't stop. You know, it says like, do not stretch the tape, secure with a flat tool or roller. Like, yeah, I literally flattened it out. Paint frog tape is designed to work with an ocean paint. Yeah, that's what it was. Remove the paint, do not wait for the paint to dry. Well, the trouble I had with not waiting until it had dried was that the moment I took it off, you got bleeding. So I got this here. You know, the other paint, matte paint especially, would act as a wick for the other paints. So you had to wait for it to dry. It was really strange. Just not as good as I'd, hoped. But the thing is, I used the green version of this before. This is the yellow version. And I had the same results with the green. So I don't know what the difference is between green and yellow. I mean, it says low tack, but it isn't that low tack. And someone else said, oh, put it on the back of your hand a couple of times before you stick it on. Okay, but I've got to do a 6-foot run. I've got to do a 12-foot run. I've got to do an 8-foot vertical. I can't touch all that on a part of my body. And besides, isn't that just putting the grease from my skin on the tape, which will then transfer to the finished paint surface as a line of grease? So, yeah, I'm yet to find an answer. As far as I know, professionals pretty much draw and finish in straight lines by hand because they're that good. They're that good. But yeah, I'll do the touching up. I'll get a very fine brush and touch some of this up with, whatever. The actual wall I restored, as you can see, has come out pretty blank. That is the wall that had all the crisscrossing on it. This is the angle. Look. So apart from a little bit of damage there, it's okay. I can see at the top the fix I did in the pelmeting. So there's pelmeting all around the ceiling, and I fixed it by hand. I actually I'd like to say sculpted in some stuff up there. But yeah, otherwise I'm really quite happy with how we've got along. What I'm thinking about now is having a cup of coffee, because I've just finished hanging the blind, and I had to hang it twice, which is a story in itself. But I didn't know there was a steel lintel up there. The other one room where I've drilled so far was a concrete lintel. This was steel, and it did not want to give. Then screwing into it was a bit hairy, so yeah, fingers crossed. It should be fine. It feels fine. I don't envisage the blind getting a lot of hammer, and it's not got a lot of weight to it because it's fitted to this height. It actually has one more run. It's literally, that is maximum extent. It is fitted. It is a fitted blind. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how things are coming along. The plants aren't very happy in the corner there, but they're going to move back over here soon. Right now, I'm going to get a coffee. I'm going to hoover to within an inch of my life and think about glossing down here in front of me. I don't like glossing.